What's up, everybody? This is part 8 of Spiritual Warfare Story Time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, last time we left, there was one of the people of faith, the guards, they felt ill, and they just happened to go into a deep sleep. Giving into the desire. No one's immune to sin, folks. No one's immune to sin. Okay, without further ado, okay. As you know, the others tried to wake their fellow member up, but it was no use. The vengeful spirit's voice shows up and gave the group an unwanted surprise. The surprise was the member of the people of faith had been consumed into a desirable sleep by the vengeful spirit. Although the member was strong in faith as the rest were, the member was not safe from the spells that the vengeful spirit conjures up. Fortunately for that member, the vengeful spirit could not steal the member's existence. This made the vengeful spirit very mad and went back to torturing the patients who shunned him while human. Starting with the rest of the patients who were carrying box cutters. One of the patients who was carrying the box cutter used it to cut their own throat out of paranoia. The patient was not looking forward to be one of the vengeful spirit's slaves, but rather joined it because of the mayhem among the rest of the group. The group, however, knew that one of their own was going to betray them. The suicide of the patient showed the real agenda of that patient. The real agenda was to take over the vengeful spirit's spot. But the patient was in for a real surprise. All through the tortured voices of pain lies the real strength of the vengeful spirit. To make matters worse, for the suicidal patient, the vengeful spirit told the suicidal patient that it had no room for deviance. Then the vengeful spirit used its new power to trap the suicidal patient's essence in with the rest of his collection. The suicidal patient begged for mercy from his peers. The group granted the suicidal patient no mercy at all. In fact, the vengeful spirit granted the suicidal patient no mercy either. So the vengeful spirit went back to torturing the group and made its presence known by exposing more of the power it possesses. Moreover, the vengeful spirit exposed the sins of the people that judged it while human. This action made the group very weary and irritable. Plus, it made the group point fingers at each other. All except the young couple and the people of faith were yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs at each other until they come up with the solution. In layman's terms, the patients were coming up with a sacrifice for the vengeful spirit to leave them alone. Little did the patients know that sacrifice wouldn't mean anything to the vengeful spirit besides a sacrifice compared to a gift is just not acceptable unless a sacrifice or a gift is made or given selflessly. As the patients were in a panic, the young couple and the people of faith came up with a plan to lure the vengeful spirit into draining itself out. If they can drain it, they will confront the vengeful spirit through the word as they would at first. Plus, the revived patient had given advice to the young couple how to protect themselves against the vengeful spirit. The people of faith helped them to understand the Bible as well. Okay. Minutes later, into the story, the group walked up and down and all around the clinic to keep themselves going through the voices of the anguish through their symptoms. A patient whispers hello to the voices around them. When the time came for them to rebuke the vengeful spirit, the patient was in a panic. So much in a panic that the hysterical patient couldn't read the scripture in time and ends up a part of the vengeful spirit's collection of angry souls. Then another patient acts out while running away from the voices and became a part of the vengeful spirit's collection as well. The story gets better by the vengeful spirit's rampage to collect all that were involved in its torturing while it was human. Although some people were innocent through the situation, the vengeful spirit didn't find the main reason why it should spare anyone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, part 9. Peace.